Hey everyone, how's it going? Matthew Bailey here, and welcome to my very first video based on like random movie reviews that I'm doing. And now this one isn't like like an actual full theatrical film. It's considered to be a fan film that someone made, who is known as, I think his channel name was Brown Table. I will probably leave the link to his channel in the description below, so this is sort of a shout out to him. But the way this fan film that the fan film that he created that I'm reviewing is actually a sequel to a big time Disney film known as Return to Zootopia. Yep. This is a movie that he created that like a fan film that he created on YouTube, and it's basically, like I said, a sequel to Zootopia in some form. I mean, he did say it wasn't affiliated with Disney because he fan made it, but I'm reviewing his fan film because I have a feeling that this movie could serve as a solid sequel to Zootopia if Disney were to ever find his video of the movie and that he made and actually turn it into the one that they did with the original Zootopia, with the animation and characters and everything. So basically, let's get into the review. So Return to Zootopia is, like I said, a fan film which is sort of like a sequel to Zootopia, and it basically, just like how the first movie involved Judy first meeting Nick and going down her journey of becoming a cop and helping him to become one, and not just any cop but also as her partner. This movie sort of continues that story a little bit with how they operated as partners, and we even get introduced to some newer characters in this sequel. We do have another antagonist in the movie, so I feel like this isn't really a spoiler for the first movie, but if you saw the first Zootopia movie, you would know that Assistant Mayor Bellwether, who was the little sheep, was the main antagonist of that movie. Just like that, her being an antagonist, this movie also has an antagonist. However, their motivations aren't as similar as Bellwether's, but I'm not saying who that antagonist is, but like I said, we have new characters in this fan film. Like, we have instead of just Judy and her parents, we have another bunny in this movie known as Miles Walker, which is pretty cool. We have, I think, an armadillo sort of being featured as a main character. We have some other cops that are being featured in this fan film, and basically, but the whole point of this story is mostly, like I said, it ties in with the whole Nick and Judy partnership that they had at the end of the movie, of the first movie, that is. And I've noticed a lot of people have talked about this theory a lot, and I guess I can basically tell you this right now: this movie does confirm to us whether or not Judy and Nick are in a full romantic relationship. I'm not saying whether it is or isn't, but you'll just have to go watch this fan film on YouTube. Basically, if you just type in Zootopia 2, it will basically show up. It's the video is an hour and 53 minutes long, almost the same length as the first movie. That's how you know it's a full-length film, even though it's a fan-made film. But I have to say, this movie definitely answers a lot of questions that were featured in the first movie, like specifically whether Judy and Nick were in a full romantic relationship, and we know what happens with the whole situation. And I can tell you this, the ending of the first movie sort of picks up right at the beginning of this movie, is all I can say. Not the scene that we saw with it's not the scene where we saw the sloth or whatever. It's the one after that where it shows the credits, but it also has a Gazelle concert going on. It's sort of like that. We pick up with another Gazelle concert, basically like that. But I gotta say, since we're under this whole quarantine thing, possibly, I'm not saying it's a guarantee for where I am, because I'm in Virginia, and I heard that only a few states have considered a mandatory shutdown, like California, Los Angeles, or no, that's in California. California, New York, New Jersey. I mean, those I think Connecticut and Illinois. Those are the 5 states that I know have been shut down, but mine currently is not. But basically, that's the whole point of having this whole situation going on, is that I get to review other random stuff that I find on YouTube. And like I said, I found this fan-made film that was actually uploaded 4 months ago, which was interesting. I'm really hoping that based on how well I thought this story did, I mean, they can change a few aspects of it, but I think it would be a worthy follow-up to the Zootopia movie. So like I said, you should definitely go check out that, and I might also leave the link in the description below just in case you can't find it on Roundtable's channel, because like I said, it was uploaded 4 months ago. So, but anyways, let me give you my rating for this movie, or this fan film. So for my rating of this fan-made film, which is a sequel to Zootopia, I'm going to give Return to Zootopia a 4 out of 5. I have to admit, this was definitely, in my opinion, a worthy sequel. And like I said, there's a lot of similar aspects to what they did in the first movie that's also in this one. Like I said, we have new characters, we have some of the old characters coming back. And there's definitely a big surprise at the end of this fan film that if Disney does decide to make this adaptation into a full-length feature film, we could see a 3rd installment probably. But anyways, that's all for now in this short little movie review of a fan-made film, and as always, I will see all of you dudes in the next video.